All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Saturday, March 25th. It's great to be here with everyone. And today we're going to be talking about how to save for your future, creating a peace of mind for your family and your future. And today we're going to be talking about how to save in precious metals, silver and gold. Now, this is something that I've shared this presentation several times before, but this is our live open house presentation here this afternoon. And I wanted to go ahead and jump right into this. I do have a PowerPoint that I do want to share with everybody. Before I do that, what I want to do is go ahead my email address. This way you have a way to reach out to me. If you have any questions during or after the presentation, you can always ask your questions in the chat. I will get back to you as quickly as I can. And then also Rick at silverandgoldsolutions.org. That's where you can get a hold of me if you have questions, whether it's later today, tomorrow, next month, or whenever you see the presentation. I always like to do that to make sure that everybody has the most accurate information, and if they have any questions, that they can actually reach out to me directly. So that would be Rick at silverandgoldsolutions.org. And then I'm also going to put in the chat here, there's a complimentary gift for everybody who's attending this webinar. Go ahead, and I'll also put this below in the YouTube video when it's live afterwards. And it's 100% free to take advantage of that. So please go ahead and use that. It's there's no catches or anything. That'll save you up to 50% off on travel. And that's just my gift to everybody for tuning in here, whether you're watching it live or catching the replay. And then there's also a link here, this smgsolutions.org/silver today. That's how you can get started. If you do not want to reach out to me directly first, you can click on that link. And then because with this opportunity, with what I'm sharing with everybody here today, there is an opportunity for you as to your saving and building wealth for yourself and your family and your future. You can earn at the same time. So I do have to have an income disclosure statement in here from 7K. And so that's there in the chat. So I'm also going to put that link below the video when we're finished here. So I just wanted to thank everybody first and foremost for taking the time to be here with me this afternoon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my PowerPoint here, because I do have a video that I do want to share with everybody at the same time, because it's kind of when this was first shared with me over 2.5 years ago, this was one of the bigger aha moments that I've ever had in my life, because I wasn't aware of how I myself could incrementally save in the form of silver and gold. So with this, with what I'm going to be sharing with everybody here today, I'm going to give you a little bit of information as to why it's important to do that, but then how you don't, there's like this big misconception that you have to have a ton of money in order to save in silver and gold. And no, the average everyday person can do this. This is something where, if you can do it incrementally, and I'm going to actually do a live example on this presentation of how. And I think I'll do something like $5 worth of gold. I'm going to do like a small transaction where you can actually purchase that amount of money, amount of gold or silver, if that's what you're only able to save that month. Okay, so this is something that, building wealth, for your family is not something that you do instantaneously. Unless you win the lottery or something, you're not going to have that instant wealth. So this is something where you do it gradually, incrementally, step by step each month. And before you know it, you're actually have a little nice stockpile, so to speak, of whether it's silver or gold or platinum or some other type of precious metal. But it is important to do that. So just real quick, because especially right now with what's happened here recently with the Silicon Valley Bank and basically right now, you want to protect your wealth. So this is something I'm not telling people to put everything into precious metals, but I'm saying everybody should. My recommendation is everybody should have some amount, whether it's even like 5%, 10% or something of your savings should be in the form of silver and gold, because face it, silver and gold have been here for thousands of years. Okay, it's something that's always maintained its value, and its purchasing power has always had its value. So like I say many times before, you look at, what did one of the wise men bring the infant Jesus? He brought him gold, because even back then it had its significance. He didn't bring him Bitcoin or, or ETFs or something. That's just think about that. So, you go back to even like from in the biblical sense of things, you go back that long, and, gold has always maintained its value. And one thing I want to point out here too is, and this is something that you might not actually think about on a regular basis, but you go into any country in the world with silver coins or gold coins, and they will gladly they will gladly take it. You don't have to necessarily have their currency, but if you walked into any country in the world with an American silver eagle, which is 100%, it's pure silver, or a gold coin, they'll gladly take it because they know its value. So it's really truly the only true currency that is accepted globally. We have this big thing right now with different types of cryptocurrencies and everything, and yeah, that's a possibility too. But you think about that also. If something happens with the internet, or there's no internet, or you can't access, your wallet, how do you pay for something? Okay, so this is just kind of food for thought, and with what I'm sharing with everybody. So I just kind of want to point that out, and I'm done off of that spiel. So real quick, if you're my name's Rick Fronick. I'm the CEO of Work Smarter for You and silverandgoldsolutions.org. And I had our grand opening celebration here in October of last year, and that was one of the biggest events of my life, actually. And here's a picture of it here. There's the ribbon cutting event. There's my son Ryan, and then the people from the chamber and the newspaper, and that's the chamber plaque that I received for being officially part of the Galena community here. And then there's my certificate of business. And then also, this is an award I received for digital marketing in Galena for 2022. So that was that. Okay. And I am a U.S. Army veteran. So 10% of all the proceeds I earn from either company or anything that I do give back to the disabled veterans of America. So, when you're thinking about why, everything that you do, why do you save for your future? Okay, or you go to work to earn income so that you can obviously pay for bills and everything, but at the same time you're trying to put something away for your future. So you definitely have this why, whether it's for a more comfortable life as you get older, or whatever the case might be. But in this case here, this is my why. This is why I do every single thing that I do. Is what for the people that you're seeing this picture here. This is my oldest son Rick, and Ryan, my youngest son Ryan. And Ryan, this is him on his graduation. When he graduated high school, we had our party for him was on a nice little riverboat tour thing with the dinner, and my gift to him was a half-gram PF70 rated coin. It's a Miss Liberty coin. So that's one thing you think for this, this is something that's a gift that I gave him, but it's something that he's always going to remember. And plus, on top of it, it's gold. So it's always going to have its value, and it's actually going to increase in value over time. So that's something that just kind of keep that in mind too when you're making purchases in your daily life. And that's like or for special occasions, for like weddings, birthdays, or holidays. Giving something like silver or gold is something that will the person's always going to remember that. Okay, so kind of keep that in mind too. But this is why I'm doing everything I'm doing. And then here's my youngest granddaughter, Amelia. There's my other granddaughter, Izzy. And then my soon-to-be stepson, our step-grandson, Liam. So this is my why. This is why I'm doing everything that I'm doing, so that when they get to be my age, they never have to worry about income or having a secure future. So, by me incrementally saving for their future, like if you have kids or grandkids or something, if you could put something away incrementally month by month, that's something that is really going to build up over the course of time. And think about it, like with my youngest granddaughter Amelia, with what I'm doing, saving monthly in silver, by the time she gets to the age of graduating high school and going to college, she most likely will have that already paid for up front. Okay, so that's just kind of something when you think about it, when you do it incrementally. And in the video I'm going to share with you, everybody, here in a minute, they do make a reference to silver and gold and what it does over the course of time. And when you see these numbers of how it's increased in value and what you can do now versus 20 years ago and even longer, you'll see the purchasing power of it, or the value of why it's important to consider silver and gold. Okay, so what we'll do is, real quick before I hit the video, this is one thing to think about. Okay, so last year, this is a chart from courtesy of goldandsilver.com. I did pull this off their website. This is them showing gold from at the beginning of 2022 through the end of 2022. And this is compared to the S&P 500. And you see that, like anything, it goes up and down and everything. But gold and silver are the two commodities two of the very few commodities that actually ended the year on a high versus the beginning year. Whereas in the S&P 500, the stocks and also the cryptocurrency industry it took I'll just put it bluntly, it took a crap last year, and everybody lost a lot of money in it. So that's something that it just shows you, even though it has its ups and downs, gold still finished on a positive note. Okay, and same with silver. So kind of keep that in mind too. So let me just I'm going to skip to the video here. And I do want to show you one thing. Okay, so this is my son Ryan. Okay, and you know, at 20 years old, this is when I shared this 7K with him, and also gave him that gold on his graduation. He took it upon himself to start building his own legacy. So he decided to monthly start saving in silver. And so this was taken in January of this year. And there's a way that you can track your coins or whatever you're purchasing or saving in, and you know, scan them so it actually keeps track of it in a thing called Stack and Sell, where you can actually monitor the growth and the value of what you're purchasing. There's a barcode with each one of these great coins. So this is his collection here, just taken at the beginning of this year. So it just goes to show you, at 20 years old, he took that step to, you know, put away something each month to save for his future. So at the rate he's going, by the time he's my age, he's going to be pretty much taken care of. So just kind of keep that in mind. This is something where it takes to build wealth. It takes a little bit of time, but if you do it incrementally, you can actually achieve those results, you know, quicker than you might think, because over a year and a half's time, you know, this is what Ryan's amassed, and this is all his. Okay, so this is kind of something to keep in mind. So I'm really proud of him for doing that. It's something that really, when we put them out and getting ready to scan them into Stack and Sell, I'm looking at him like, you know what, this is really impressive that he took the initiative to do this. So this is something to kind of keep in mind. And then of course with a graded coin, there's always a value that has its content value. It's the value of the metal, whether it's gold or silver. In this case here, this beside me one is a 3-ounce silver coin with a gold cladding. But with collectibles and graded coins, they're kind of like, you know, like the offense and defense of, you know, defense for silver and gold is, you know, protecting yourself against like poor government decisions. Okay, which is kind of what we're in the midst right now. Every country is pretty much. But at the same time, the offensive side of that is, if you do it in collectibles, they have a more of an opportunity to have a higher gain in their value. Okay? And like this coin here, within 6 months of it being released and actually graded, and there's only 99 of these in the world, this specific coin, but within 6 months of it being released, it already increased in value over $300 just in that short period of time. Okay, so that's just kind of an example right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start this presentation here, this video, and I'm going to bring on a gentleman by the name of Zach Davis. He's one of the co-founders for the company that we're talking about today, which is 7K Metals. They do have a really nice program set up, and I've been a part of them. I'm really proud to be associated with them, affiliated with them. And so I wanted to share this video with everybody because it gives you a very nice overview of what 7K is all about. But what's really important when you're watching this, you know, you may not be, depending on which country you're in, you may not be eligible, because 7K is only available in the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, Mexico, Singapore, and the UK. But with the concepts that Zach is sharing, what I'm sharing with everybody here today, is that you can do this, even if you can't do a 7K membership, you can still do this incrementally yourself. If you can, you know, have the discipline to put away, you know, some silver, a little bit of silver, a little bit of gold each month. This is something that you can, you know, implement in your everyday life, regardless of which country you're in. Just a matter of being able to find a way to, you know, make those purchases, whether it's through a coin shop in your country, or I'm not sure what it is like in other countries because I'm here in the United States. But anyways, so I want to share this video. And at the beginning, he does talk about the income disclosure. So hopefully if you have trouble hearing this in the chat, if you could just let me know in the chat. And then I'm going to take myself off the screen here. This way you can, pay attention to what he's showing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started. And I'll be back right afterwards.
Purchasing precious metals, bullion, coins, and/or collectibles involves risk. We strongly encourage you to exercise due diligence and properly educate yourself prior to purchasing precious metals. The information presented in 7K's Wealth Strategies is not to be considered tax or financial advice. We encourage you to seek appropriate professional advice regarding the tax and financial implications of buying, owning, or selling precious metals. The price and future value of precious metals is based on many factors, including but not limited to market and economic conditions. Past performance of precious metals is no guarantee of future performance or future value. Do you feel like you're working harder for your money just to get by? It's not just you. Millions of families around the world are feeling the exact same thing. In fact, as of 2017, 44% of Americans said they couldn't cover a $400 emergency expense if it popped up. So what's happening? Take a look at some of the major staples in our lives today and how much more they have increased in cost from the year 2000 to 2018. Water and sewage up 133%, car insurance up 97%, and the list goes on. This isn't even counting the 2021 inflation numbers that are the highest since 1982. We're all feeling it, but why is it happening? It's not that things are necessarily costing more to make or service, it's that the fiat currency used to buy the goods is becoming worth less. As you can see, when the Federal Reserve was created in 1913, a dollar was worth, well, a dollar. Because of some government decisions such as going off of the gold standard and increased money printing, the purchasing power over time was dropped to less than 5 cents on the dollar compared to 1913. Now, this isn't anything new, unfortunately. There's a long list of countries where this exact same thing has happened, including Germany, Argentina, Zimbabwe, and most recently, Venezuela. In each case, they have attempted to print themselves out of their version of a financial crisis. The playbook is being passed around the world, and the result is always the same. If you look at the M1 currency supply chart, it will give you a good indication of what result we could be headed for in the United States. The M1 currency supply is just a way of showing how much printed money is in the hands of the citizens in a country. It is a direct link to the printing of fiat currency. As you can see, the US made a drastic decision related to the COVID-19 pandemic in the year 2020 and decided to go on an even more massive printing spree. As we have seen throughout history, more printing leads to more inflation, which means it takes more fiat currency to purchase the things that we need to live. So how are we supposed to protect ourselves from what seems to be a runaway trade? There is a secret that government institutions, banks, and wealthy families have used for ages. It's called sound money. Don't worry, it's just a fancy name for gold and silver. Gold and silver have proven to maintain its buying power throughout history, no matter what happens to fiat currencies around the world. Let's take a look at some examples. In 1965, 1 ounce of silver and $1 had equal purchasing power. You could have used either 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 to purchase a brand new Ford Mustang. If you would have had the same 2,500 ounces of silver in 2020, you could have purchased 2 brand new Mustangs. But $2,500 could barely even cover the down payment to get one. The same is proven true in the housing market. The average home cost in 2001 was $169,000, or 626 ounces of gold. In 2021, you could have taken less gold and purchased 3 homes, even though the average home cost in dollars almost doubled. The list goes on and shows how gold and silver is one of the best ways to play defense against fiat currencies that always decrease in value over time. There are usually a couple things that happen, though, when individuals find out about the value of sound money. First, questions. What should I buy? Who should I trust? How much does it take to get started? And do I need to be an expert to win? The second thing that happens is a discovery of things like mixed advice on what to buy, scammers, high minimums, and people selling inventory they don't actually have, and much, much more, which all cause more questions and a general mistrust, leading them to never ever get started. Maybe this sounds familiar, but we believe things just shouldn't be that hard. We believe that every family deserves a real chance to get ahead of the game, not only now, but forever. Really, our goal is to help you get started on a path that will help you create a true legacy for generations to come. So who are we? We are 7K, a community of people on a mission to help each other create financial independence, preserve wealth, and create an exceptional life through both good and bad economic times. 7K was founded in 2016 by these 4 individuals with over 100 years of combined business experience. They all have different skill sets and strengths, but all share the same values and belief in helping the average family get ahead. Together, they set out to create a vehicle for people to find more hope and less stress. That vehicle is now a membership, much like Amazon Prime, Spotify, Hulu, or countless other companies that also have a membership, but much more powerful. With a 7K membership, one of the easiest ways to start is by grabbing a little bullion. Bullion is non-collectible gold and silver. Non-collectible gold or silver is a great way to shore up the defensive side of your wealth portfolio. 7K makes it easy. They carry physical gold and silver in different forms. They only sell the things they have in inventory. You won't find minimums or maximums, period. You can literally start with $1 if that's your current budget. And one of the coolest things is the 7K has made transacting gold and silver possible again. It makes it easy for you to create and execute a good defensive strategy. But there isn't a good sports team in history that has won a championship on defense alone. Just like that, you also need a very good offensive strategy. That offensive strategy can be found inside of collectibles. The collectible market has proven to be a robust way for wealthy families around the world to not only protect, but also grow their wealth, and more importantly, their legacy. A collectible usually has to be rare or low vintage, has to have unique or artistic designs, a great story, or have historic significance. So if you look at the paper this amazing Spider-Man comic book from 1962 is printed on, it's only worth a couple of dollars. In 2021, this comic book sold for a record $3.6 million. The person or family that bought this book was not buying the paper. They were buying the emotion, art, rarity, story, and other things they found valuable about this book. In fact, most wealthy families that are playing the collectibles game are doing it not only for their financial protection or gain, but also to preserve their family legacy. If you look at the top 5 places wealthy families turned in order to protect and grow their wealth during the financial crisis of 2008, you will see that 3 of the 5 things are collectible in some way. And the other 2, sound money. Unfortunately, not many families have an extra $1 million or $2 million laying around to buy high-end collectibles, nor would they even know where to start. The 7K is bridging the gap so that the average family can start playing the game with rare, unique, but also affordable collectibles through modern coins. In 2004, a coin called Tiffany Art No. 1 hit the market for about $90. Now, $90 doesn't seem unreasonable for the average family to scrape together in order to add this incredible coin to their wealth portfolio. Today, though, if you wanted to go buy this same coin, it would cost you at least $8,000. But the metal in the coin is only worth roughly $50 today. The additional value in the coin is due to the rarity, story, beauty, or whatever else a potential buyer finds to be valuable. That is the added leverage or offense collectibles can add to a wealth portfolio. You can see here just a few more examples of the same thing play out in other coins. Modern collector coins have a very good track record over the last 20 to 30 years of being a powerful tool inside of the offense of a well-rounded wealth strategy. 7K not only offers some of the best coins from around the world, but also designs and mints its own coins, giving 7K members exclusive or first access. 7K also makes adding cool, unique, and rare collectible coins extremely easy through one of the most powerful member benefits called the autosaver. The autosaver program takes all of the thinking out of collecting and leverages the experts at 7K to send you a rare and exclusive collectible coin every single month. It is truly a set it and forget it, zero discipline approach to automate your collectible asset stacking. You will just need to choose one of the options you like best and watch them show up at your door every month. There are other ways you can also take your stacking to the next level, though, with your own shopping cart called 7K Selected and also special sales called Coin Drops. 7K provides many ways to win with collectible gold and silver. As you can see here, Eddie Spears has spent very little time to get a massive head start making sure a wealth legacy comes from him. All the same, Chris Latin Sr. says he collects both bullion and collector coins, and you can see he has built a very nice stack. He even claims it is now one of his most valued possessions because of what it will mean for him and his family in the future. Gold and silver are not only effective, but can also be super fun. The 7K is much more than just a gold and silver company. Their focus is to help in any way possible you build the legacy that you feel is important. As you dig into the membership of 7K, you will find many different member benefits to help you build that legacy from many different angles. Each could be an important tool in your financial strategy to reduce the stress of the current economy and add more hope for the future. Although you will have plenty of support early on to help you get started in your journey with precious metals, being a proficient, educated buyer is an important component to hitting your goals. The buyer certification training will help you find what type of buyer you might be, what goals you might have based on what is important to you, and also what type of defensive strategy you might want to set up for yourself. The collector certification will help you move towards a winning offensive strategy, teaching you all you need to know about the ins and outs of the collectible coin world, what types you might be interested in, and also some expert tips from a world-renowned coin expert. As you dig into collectibles more, you will also find the power of collections, and inevitably, you'll be searching for a coin to complete a certain series or set that isn't for sale on the first-hand market anymore. The next member benefit helps solve that problem of where you might find that coin, along with other problems that were previously obvious in the collectible coin market. Stack and Sell is a complete and robust marketplace that values authenticity. Now you can easily buy graded collectible coins from other collectors without worry. It also features the world's first inventory system for collectors where you can track what coins you have and what their current values are. Collecting gold and silver is fun, but 7K believes it should also power your lifestyle. Putting a value on memories made around the world is actually priceless. With a 7K membership, you can choose to travel around the world on the company-sponsored trips. Any member can choose to go, and usually at a discount for market rate. There are also other 7K getaway trips where you can spend time with the founders, the executive team, and those can be won through contests. With 7K, you really can create a robust lifestyle using the power of gold and silver, and all the membership has to offer. But remember the initial problem that most people have of not being able to cover the $400 emergency expense? 7K has a way to help that too. Simply by sharing the 7K message, you will earn points across 2 teams, and 7K will thank you by sending you $500 once each team reaches 500 points. This can happen once or as many times as you choose by how often you successfully share the message and refer new customers. And the best part is when you earn enough points and a payment is triggered, 7K will drop it directly into what's called your Sound Money wallet. The Sound Money wallet is the most robust digital wallet today that deals with cash, gold, and silver. You can power your entire gold and silver strategy through this wallet. So as you can see, not only can you fund the wallet from any referral money generated, also from a bank account and even crypto wallets. You can purchase physical gold and silver in all forms, as well as digital gold and silver that is 100% backed by physical metals. Sound Money Wallet is also the first wallet of its kind that will allow you to send gold and silver or cash to other members for free. Earning a little extra money for sharing is super nice, but there are some people that love sharing that message so much that they want more potential. New levels of referral income can be unlocked by ranking up. from associate at $500 all the way up to presidential gold at $12,500 per week. Each new rank carries with it the potential for increased income. 7K truly is on a mission to help the average person build not only a strategy for their future wealth, but also a true legacy long into the future. There's a mantra here at 7K that the 7K community lives by, and some of it may resonate with you. We see things differently. They say stop, we say go. They strive for mediocrity, we are obsessed with significance. They said we couldn't do it, so we did it anyway. We build leaders, teachers, and entrepreneurs that create generational wealth, transform families, bring hope to the helpless, and significance to the successful. We are the believers. After seeing this information, the question is, where do you stand? How would you feel having a little more control over your financial legacy? How would your life be different if you had more time and money to do the things that you enjoy with the people you love? Our guess is that something you heard today made sense. Now, if that's true, don't wait any longer to start building your family legacy through one of the most powerful vehicles available today. Go ahead and pick up which membership is going to fit you best. If you're just looking to be a customer and start stacking assets for the 7K membership, the standard is an awesome option. For only $199 for the one-year membership, it has plenty of benefits to move you in the right direction. But if you know you want to earn some extra income through sharing the 7K message, the premium is definitely the right choice. The premium comes with a worry-free approach to know that you have full access to all the benefits. There is peace in knowing that whatever your goals are, you don't have to worry about if the premium has what it takes to get you there. Now, it's valued at over $1,500. It'll only take you $499 to get started. So thank you for taking the time to see why 7K might be a fit for you. But before you go, just take a note of where you might fall. Most people fall into one of three categories, and please take a note of where you might fit. One is to grab a membership and start stacking. Two is to grab a membership and share the message to create a nice little side gig with some extra income. Or three is that you already know you want to share the message enough to work toward a full-time income. If you identified yourself as a 2 or 3, then take a look at our income disclosure to see how successful our members that actually decide to share the 7K message have been. You can see each rank and what the high, low, mean, and averages are for each one, and what it might take you to create a solid side gig or a full-time income. Also take note that 85% of our members don't actually share with anyone else. They just love the products and all the member benefits that come with 7K. Now, wherever it is that you may fit, we're very excited for you to become a new member of 7K.
Screen's not coming back on there for a second there. Hang on a second, I'll be with you in a minute here. A little bit of a lag. There we go. Okay. All right. So Zach did a really nice job. Zach did a real nice job of sharing, the overview of 7K. And what I wanted to do here is, I'll do this in a minute after the screen. I want to actually show you how you can actually purchase a small incremental amount through the Sound Money wallet, okay, which is really, really cool that you can send any time of day or night or when you see fit. Okay, so that's something I'm really excited to share with everybody. But real quick, like Zach mentioned, the founders of the 7K are Zach Davis, who we heard from, Roger Ball, Josh Anderson, and Richard Hansen. And if the name Roger Ball looks familiar with you, he's actually the founder of Melaleuca, which is a company that's been here around for over 2 decades, and they're really just kind of shows you the quality and the integrity of the people that actually get done creating 7K, because their goal was to find a way that the average everyday person like you and I could go ahead and purchase silver and gold without having to go through somebody. And that's what's really nice about 7K. You don't have to pay anybody to do it for you. You can do it all yourself. That's what's really nice about it. Plus, with their dealer direct pricing, they're not like, if you go to a coin dealer or something, or if you have like a broker or something for you, you're going to be paying markups every single time that you go through somebody else. So this way here, with the price that 7K pays from, that they pay for the coins, is what they're passing on to the savings to the members of 7K. So that's one of the added benefits to it. But 7K, they're located in Idaho Falls, Idaho, and they actually have a physical location. It's not like one of these virtual locations where some of the stuff online, you don't know where they're actually at, whether they're in a third world country or they're actually even have a physical building. But 7K does. So if you're in Idaho Falls, Idaho, you can actually walk in their front door and talk to people and do things there as well. And that's one thing. When I did the screenshot, they had A plus Better Business Bureau rating, which is excellent, and they had a 4.5 out of 5-star review. So it's like something. They do have customer support. You can actually call them and talk to them on the phone. They do have chat as well, where you can, if you don't want to get on the phone, you can actually go to the website and chat through somebody there. But the thing with 7K is they are all referral based. Okay, so they don't do all this big marketing out there like some other places like Silver and Gold and US Gov, the USGovernment.com, I think is what is one of the other ones. They're spending all that money on advertising and everything. So that's part of why 7K is able to give everybody a better price too, is because they're referral based. So everybody that creates a membership, they want to know. In this case, how did they hear about 7K and who's sharing the message with everybody? Because it is something that's really, if you think about it, even if you're like a business owner, you can't offer your employees a 401k plan or something. You wanted to, offer them something. This is something that you could share with them, the opportunity to save in silver and gold. So what I want to do here is I want to switch screens here. Okay, so let me 1 second. Let me pull up my screen here. I want to actually show you what the back office looks like. I normally don't do this, but this is what your back office looks like. Okay, so like if you create your 7K account, and like I said, before the video from Zach, if you're not in one of the countries that 7K is able to where you can't get a membership through them because they just have the 8 countries. You could still apply what he shares with saving incrementally, a little bit by little bit each month into where, no matter where you're at in the world. So if you're able to do that, that's one way you're going to actually build wealth over the course of time and have that that extra little bit of insurance. But when you log in or create your membership, you're going to have all this information here. Okay, so it's going to have it shows when you start, when you were last active and everything. But then it also it'll show like today, year to date, I've earned $256.95 from 7K, and then all times over 2,700. So that's just to show you that. But then what you're going to do is once you have your account, because you will have to set up your Sound Money wallet. Let's go right here. All right, so I'm going to have to give me 1 second here because I'm going to have to. Let's. I think. Shoot. On the spot here, I got to try and run my. I can do this, and if not, I'm going to be really embarrassed. Sorry about this. Yeah, last time I did this, I was on my other computer. Bear with me 1 second. Hang on 1 second, okay. All right. Sorry about the delay there. I'm damn. Okay. Shoot, I guess I'm not going to be able to do that. So sorry about that. Stop share. Oops. Share. So I'll probably do a short I apologize about that. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank on my password, which may be good. But there is a way. I did a video before called "How I Bought $8 Worth of Gold at Midnight." Okay, and actually, if you search for that, I go through that step by step how you can do that. But I will do another one here later today, as far as get that up on here as well, because it's something that's really interesting to be able to know that you can do this. And this is something that when you set up your sound money wallet, like even Zach was saying, that you'll fund it with actually money from your bank account. You can actually you can actually transfer money from some of your crypto wallets if you have to it. And then also you can, now they added the feature where you can actually purchase through the sound money wallet with a credit card, which they didn't have that before. They just started that this year. So that's really a nice feature that they have. But then when you, with your sound money wallet, if you're sharing the opportunity with other people, and you do hit that qualification of associated, copper and bronze, and you rank up or whatever, any earnings that you earn from sharing the opportunity with other people, that goes into your sound money wallet. So what you can even, besides having the money in there to buy silver and gold incrementally, you can actually use that to pay for your monthly autosaver. So the more you share, obviously the better. But this is just another feature of it where so you can actually, just by sharing the opportunity, not only are you earning from it, but you're actually, you can use that money to start building your wealth yourself. You don't pay for your monthly auto savers or buy silver and gold in incremental amounts. But like I said, what's nice about the Sound Money Wallet is it will actually allow you to buy and install it. Like if you wanted to do $1, you could do that with the Sound Money Wallet. It might not be worth your time to do that, but I'm just saying that's just how you can do it. And what it is with silver and gold, you have the choice between American Silver Eagles in 1 ounce increments, or gold American Eagles in 1 ounce increments as well. But if a lot of people don't have $19,000 or $1,900 to purchase a gold coin. So if you wanted to do $10 or $25 a month and buy incrementally in gold, once you hit to like the full ounce coin, and they do have bars as well for silver and gold, you could actually have them ship that to you. And the minute you actually make that purchase through the Sound Money Wallet for the silver and gold, they take they allot a portion of that gold that you purchased, and they put it in the vault, the Sound Money Vault. And with the Sound Money Vault, they if that is insured by XL Insurance, the insurance company is called XL Insured. And what they do is once every week, the vaults are audited by 3 different companies. So to make sure that, when people are making these transactions, that it matches the records. Okay, so it is 100% verified every single week. So your money is secure and insured. So it's like, and if you want it physically shipped to you, once you hit those incremental amounts, you can. Okay, so that's what's really nice about it. So what I want to do here is, let me see. Anybody that's on this presentation, or if you're catching the replay, you can qualify for our silver giveaway at the end of the month here. We're either going to have giving away an American Silver Eagle, this guy here, which is in the picture there, or the Indian Head Buffalo Silver, okay, which is in the picture right here. And if when you do, if you decide to become a member, what I would like you to do is either you can go to the sngsolutions.org silver today, this link here, and that'll get you started. But I would, I prefer if you email me first that way, because part of growing and building with 7K and having building your team and being able to earn is sharing it and paying it forward with other people. So like if you email me at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org, I will send you a specific link for you to join. And then once you create your account, send me an email back with your, because you're going to get a referral ID, okay, or you're going to have an account associated to. Like my original one is 7kmetals.com/RickF. So whatever referral link that you create or account you create, send me that link, and then I will in turn share that with the next person. So this is how you start building that team. This way, I'm helping you build your team, and then at the same time, you're helping everybody up before you have their teams built. So it's a win-win situation. But when you send me that email, also include your phone number and your mailing address, because what I do as part of the Silver and Gold Solutions team, I do send out a nice welcome gift to everybody. It's a Silver and Gold Solutions coffee mug, which is right here. It's a really nice mug. And then also I do send out one of the Indian head silver coins too. So you'll have physical silver from me. And then also I usually send out a copper coin of some sort, because copper is another type of precious metals, which it's not, doesn't have a high dollar value right now, but because of its use worldwide, it's used in a lot of things. Copper and silver are used globally. So that's why I do have some collectible copper coins that it send as well. So that's just my nice way of saying thank you for taking, taking the initiative to start building wealth for yourself and your family. And it's also, it's nice too, because, heck, so it's like a $60 value between the gift that I sent out. So that's just my gift from me to you. That's not from 7K, that's from me personally. So, I don't want somebody to think that, once they join, that it's going to come from 7K. No, I will send you a priority mail box to you. Okay. So even if you're in one of the other countries, I still do that. I had a couple of team members that were in Australia and New Zealand, and then one that was in the UK, and I did actually send them one of these as well. So it doesn't matter, as long as you're in those 8 countries, I can go ahead and send one of those to you. So, and with your phone number, I just want that in for ways of communicating with you. And when I send you the link back to get started, I will also have my personal cell phone number on there as well. So that way, if you ever have questions, or if you're, sharing the opportunity with somebody else and you have questions, or they have questions you're not sure about, you can always text me or give me a call, and I can help you out as far as answering any questions you might have. So it's kind of a win-win. That's my biggest thing here is I want to make sure that everybody has the ability to communicate directly with me. I'm not one of these people that hides behind a support. There's some gurus out there that hide behind support teams, and you could actually never talk to the person themselves. So it's like, that's not what I'm about, is sharing as much information as possible. And that's why I was excited to share this presentation with everybody, because it's something that, to me personally, it's like, I never knew I could do this. And a lot of people I've talked to don't realize that they can do this. So this is something that's it's good information. And that was my biggest goal today, was to be able to share with everybody how to save in the form of precious metals. Okay. And, whether, regardless of your income, if you can put away X amount a little bit each month, it's going to actually, like I was showing with the picture of Ryan, it's going to build up over the course of time. And before you know it, you're going to have a nice little stack going there. And they call it like stack and sell. The whole concept of stacking silver or stacking gold is because in the graded cases like this here, they stack together real nice. Okay, so just to touch real quick on the stack and sell concept, anytime you get a graded coin, hopefully you can see it. Yeah, see there's a barcode right there. All you do is you scan it after you create your stack and sell account, which it's free to do. You go ahead and scan the barcode, and it'll automatically populate it into your portfolio, so to speak. And this is the ones that you physically have in hand, because that's how, the only way you can put something in there is if you physically own it and you can scan the barcode. In this case here, it'll actually tell you what you paid for it, and then it'll show you an ongoing thing of the market value for that item. Okay, so that's what's really nice about stack and sell. So that's where I'm really excited to share this with everybody, because it really is an opportunity that if you can just do a little bit each month, and especially right now with everything that's going on with the here, especially in the United States, if nobody knows what the government's going to do, and I can't speak for them, but things don't look too great right now as far as them protecting everybody. Okay, and as far as with the banks, who's to say that if the government decides to shut down the banking system for whatever reason, like what they're talking about, this digital currency they want to have in the United States, and I'm sure at some point they're going to try and do that come relatively soon. But in this case here, if this way you control your wealth. Okay, so it's like I said before, I'm not telling everybody to do this for put all your eggs in one basket, because you don't want to do that, but to have a certain percentage of your savings and your wealth in silver and gold is actually a very prudent, I should say, or wise thing to do. So that's my personal experience, and like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing information on things that have made a difference in my life and my family's life as well. So what I want to do here, and just real quick, just kind of show you the example of it's no longer available on 7K, but at the end of last year they came out with the Star Wars X-Wing fighter 1/0 silver coin, and the cost for a member to pay for it, so it's a perfectly graded coin, was $209.99. Okay, then of course there was shipping and handling, but so that's what a member of 7K would pay for it. But because people didn't know how to get a hold of them, there were people that were selling them on eBay at this time. This is like November and December last year. This is actually on November 22nd, for $369 because they did not know where to get it from. So actually, this person here, they could have actually bought them, got the 7K membership, and for another $40, they would have been a member of 7K and had the Star Wars X-Wing fighter and everything taken care of. So it's just kind of goes to show you, but that shows you the demand for some of the collectible coins. Okay, so I just want to use that. That's actually real time. It's actually one thing that I pulled off at eBay. This is the price in the 7K back office at the time. So if below the video, I'm going to have the Everyday Person's Guide to Gold and Silver. If you're here in Gomame, you can stop by and pick one up. And I have actually a physical copy of this printed out for everybody, but I'll put a link below the video, and that's going to allow you to do a digital download of it if you would like, or if you would like to mail one directly to just reach out to me at rick@silvergoldsolutions.org. And so just real quick, just to recap the membership cost, the premium is $4.99. The standard is $199. Now, if you're not sure, if you're interested in becoming a member and you're not sure which package to do, when you go to the link that I shared, the silvergoldsolutions.org/silver today, you will have these two options when you log in, and you can always upgrade. So if you started as a standard, you could always upgrade to a premium. So if you're kind of hesitant on what to do, that's what you can do there. And right now, this is the current autosaver options they have. The American Eagle, which is like this one here, that's $115. The 7 Pillars Gold Note, that's $115. Also, there's two different collections for that they have right now. One's the Roots of Humanity, and the other one is like I think it's a 12. That the Roots of Humanity is 7 gold notes, and the Roots of Humanity, the other one, I'm not sure what the name is off the top of my head because I only put together the one set. The other one is like that 12 gold notes. And then there's the colorized state animal silver coin, and then also the state animal gold coin, which is a half-gram graded gold coin. And it's by they're going to be having all 50 of the United States coins in out of gold. So those are the 4 options for the autosaver. But what I'll do here is let me go to the screen real quick, and I will share this with you because I want you to be able to see this. Okay. So like when you go, and if you're not interested, like depending on what your goals are, as far as the collecting standpoint, there are different options. So you can actually take any of the coins that are on the 7K selected and actually make that be one of your autosaver as long as they have it in stock. But you have to be careful with on the items on the 7K selected. If it does get sold out before your monthly autosaver comes up, you would have to choose something else. So that's something to keep in mind also. But then they do have different types of jewelry. Anything that shows up points or whatever, anytime you make that purchase, it not only goes to you, it goes to whoever's on your team as well. But I will show something real quick on the loyalty points here in a minute. But they also have the dealer direct pricing. So they only show on the website. If it's out of stock, it'll say out of stock. But any of these items here, you can actually purchase right now. And then like here, like this one here, it's sold out. So if it's sold out, they will have it marked so that there's be no way for you to purchase it. But this is way if you wanted to get like tubes or whatever, or just individual points or whatever you get too. So what I want to do here is go back to my profile, and I want to show you this because this is something, it's kind of like a hidden benefit of 7K. Like in the presentation, Zach had that wheel are the different benefits of 7K with the 7K selection of the points and everything, but then you also have the gold backed IRA. Why is my computer slow here? Okay, but there's a bunch of different benefits, including insurance. They even have pet insurance if you want to. That's one of the benefits too. So when you go to like this, I have loyalty points. So what that is anytime that I've made like my last autosaver was on March 9th. So the autosaver that I had, not only did I get the points from the autosaver, but it also I get loyalty points, which is almost like a double point bonus. So what this means is anytime you make a purchase through your account that's for your autosaver or it's your membership, you get the bonus points. Like right down here, this is when you refer somebody to 7K, the points that they get, which would be 50 for a 199 membership. Those points also go to you as well. Okay, so what'll happen is you can collect these points, like I have 1170, and then you can redeem them for special select points that they have here. Now, like right now, if I wanted to, I could do this 1 ounce silver coin, the Pegasus. I really don't want that right now. This one looks pretty sweet, but so you can keep saving them, and then eventually, like if I wanted to, I would go ahead and click that, and then I would get that coin for free, okay, because it would deduct it from my loyalty points. So it's kind of like an added hidden bonus that people are not aware about with 7K. So you're anytime you make a purchase and there's points attributed to it, it does get attached to you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here, because I really, I really want to just understand the benefits. It's not just the company. Like I've had people ask me, well, why is there a membership? Why is there a membership to it? Well, for one, because they have the overhead. They've put together all these systems, and that sound money wallet, nobody else has that capability right now. They have a patent on that, and where you can actually, like a month from now, if you wanted to go, one day you wanted to buy $20 or something, or $1,000 worth of something, you can do that just from your phone, or any time of day or night. And that's what's kind of cool about it too, is like if you really watch the markets close and you see a dip in the market, you can actually go ahead and buy it instantaneously. And that's one thing too with the member to member transfer for the gold and silver, and also the cash. So like if you have a son or a daughter that's away, like halfway across the United States going to college or something, and they have an account, you could actually transfer money to your silver, from your sound money wallet to them, whether it's silver, gold, or cash. You can do that all through their back office, which is a really cool feature. And they don't charge you to do that, so that's really nice. The only time there's a charge with Sound Money Wallet is when you physically ask for a check to be sent to your bank, or a check sent to you. So like if you converted silver and gold back to cash and then you wanted it transferred to you, there's a $5 fee. That's it. Okay, so you can have it transferred to your bank, or you can have them mail you a check. There's different ways for that to, for you to get that money in your account. Okay. So there's different ways of doing this. Okay, that's same with Stack and Sell. If you sell something on Stack and Sell, the money, once it's sold, it does go to your Sound Money wallet, and that way you can move it to your bank or keep it there and make purchase with it however you want to do it. Okay, so yeah, this is just the benefits of 7K, and then okay, so if you're interested in getting started, go ahead and send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. And then also to qualify for our March 31st silver giveaway, either send me an email direct or go ahead and make a comment here on YouTube, and I will get back. I will let you know. I'll acknowledge that I did see your comment. So just say, I'm interested in learning more or something, or send me an email and say that you watched the presentation. And then on March 31st, I will have a drawing for an American Silver Eagle, and then also the Indian Head Buffalo Silver Dollar. So I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this video, our presentation today. And I really enjoyed sharing this information with everybody. Like I said, just keep in mind that there are ways for you to protect your wealth, and doing it incrementally in silver and gold is a great way to do it. And like I said, you don't have to have a ton of money in order to do it. You can do this a little bit at a time. And that's what's really nice about 7K, is they're very user friendly as far as they want everybody to succeed. And like I mean, I do follow other companies as well as checking prices on everything. And that's the one thing I have found with 7K is they are always the best price or the second best price. And like one time I did find something with another company, but in order for me to get that price, I had to send them a cashier's check and then wait 2 weeks in order for them to have it clear and all that stuff and get it sent to me. And that time, I think it wanted to send me like maybe $60 or whatever. But they're, you know, what 7K does offer is they do have a lot of great people working there, and I can't speak highly enough of their support. Very friendly people and always eager to help you out. So, and like I said, that's why I share my email address with everybody. And like, if you become a member, you will have my phone number as well. That way, I can always be able to get you information and help you out as best as I can. So if you're interested, go ahead and send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org, or you can just go straight to that smgsolutions.org/silver today. And I will have this information below the video when this is finished up. And I appreciate everybody's time, and I wish everybody a great rest of your weekend. And if you have any questions, reach out to me, and we'll talk to you soon, okay? Thank you, everybody. Take care.